stack card with real beaters and constellation stars. Cranking hog! We come to stack card with real beaters and constellation stars. Cranking hog!
The recognized symbol of excellence in Super Show Deck Tech.
That's card, let's shuffle up. If the meta moves, then so should you. Same love for the game, with a better point of view. This ain't just about old stank ass play, slamming kickstarters with purple Lariat for days. Raise the meta, tune it right, from casual nights to the spotlight. Two MCs, one goal to elevate the scene. First time hands to seasoned vets. Knowledge always pays its debts. Respect the roots, respect the grind. Don't confuse comfort with optimize. You got Starbreaker and Madsen on the line. Cardboard kings of the sharp, tactical mind. Same passion now with clearer sight. Super Show's future now played right. Holla at your boys, it's Stack Card Night. Stack Card Night. Stack Card Night.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
man. We are building up quite the volume of intros and intro songs, and now maybe use one as an outro song. This is the one playing during the big picture, the Crankin' Hogs. Based off of a favorite Reddit post of Matthews and I, basically where the Reddit post is, my boyfriend has to fuck to this one terrible song. It's Seabat, and it's just, and Matthew, of course, makes his own version of it with that rhythm. And, like, it's unmistakable if you've ever heard the song. So that's the first time I heard it. I was like, "How dare you!" Yeah, but a song based off a Reddit post, and of course he did, because why not? But I figured, slightly Valentine's themed, because we are going to talk about. So we had the Crankin' Hogs based on a lovemaking Reddit post, and now we have. We're going to talk about two brand new competitors to Super Show the game, and they are in fact an item.
Yep.
So we were looking at it, and we were like, we haven't done many just like straight just build a deck and go in a bit, because we've been in between big tournaments and such. So Trey and I each built a deck, and we are going to look at them. We also have one one deck that or one character that I think Trey might be on a soapbox about.
It's quite the monstrosity.
Yeah, should never exist, but hey. And then we're just talk about current meta and such in general. I know. So do we want to talk about the monstrosity first, or do we want to talk about the actual decks first?
Let's do the decks first.
All right. So we will pull up Trey's Killer Kelly one first. Let's see. And for that's Myron Reed and Killer Kelly for the decks that we're going to be doing today. All right. Killer Kelly, thank you to Get Diced, Brandon, for getting this added on today.
Yep.
And Trey, of course, builds his like in order of move type first. So it's strike, scrapple, subs. I do mine like 1 through 30.
Well, I mean, I do it that way because I want my 7 and 10 to basically do the same thing usually, and my 16 and 22 to do the same thing. So if they're together, it's easier to see the kind of synergistic, how they work together.
I see. All right, so let's talk about it. Killer Kelly. Pull up. Now I actually have to pull up the thing on the screen so I can read a little bit better.
So her gimmick is when your opponent stops your follow-up, you can remove a follow-up or finish they have in play, and their next turn roll is -1.
Gotcha. So it's a
you're
board
wanting to have,
removal.
really strong follow-ups. So you're forcing them to stop them, so you can try to put them back behind as well.
Yeah. It's like, well, if they use their follow-up stop to stop your follow-up,
they're not
going
going
to
to
get it up anyway. Yeah. And their next turn roll is -1, so you get a little bit of an advantage on the turn roll. So the entrance, the new TVA standby, Pretty Paul says, let it rip.
Yeah, I tried to put in Patty Paul and it didn't show up for me.
Yeah, no, we got to have that edited, Brandon. We have double stops on 1 and 4. You don't want, because you are a removal character. I'm guessing you just didn't want excess removal. You didn't.
I thought about running it, but I'm running the double stops on all of my weakest lead, because as you'll see later on, because we're not running the Savor the Moment line, I'm running Anointed, so I need extra leads in play. So that's the reason 1, 4, and 25 are all the double stops there.
Sure. Elbow shot, good, especially on your most protected. Bow to none, always going to be fun, giving them like a -12. Lion punch.
That's not actually Lion punch, but it's bow to none. If I'm pushing follow-up grapples a lot, as you'll see, I don't want to be getting APOC'd and having to start back at 0.
Yeah, for sure. So it just blanks it entirely. So what is supposed to be there, not Lion punch?
It's the super something or another.
The high flying,
high flying, yeah. It's that
high flying Lucha Splash. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is. So for those who don't know, that's add a card from your discard pile if your opponent has a stop in play. Is that it?
Yeah, the high flying doesn't actually show up. That's the reason I had to put it in that way.
Right.
Yeah. But just yeah.
That's and
I don't
that's
think that's
a
actually on Brandon.
yeah. That's a they had it fucked up on SRG PC at one point, and he had ripped it from them,
Yes.
kind of thing. So Steel City, that's a paddling. Is that
That's
draw
it only
two?
stops finishes, but
Only
it's a
stops
draw
finishes.
2 for you.
Gotcha. Fleecing the Flock, good. Simple drop kick, bastard card where I got edited out after having the monumental task of lifting up Simple Chuck. Knee of Glory, new finish for Wrestling
This is
Revolver.
BDE's finish strike.
Bow, as some call him.
However it's pronounced. But yeah.
It's big dick energy. It is BDE.
So 2 to the strike, 2 to the technique, and the power is plus the crowd meter.
So on her, that's 7 to a 9, 6 to an 8.
Yep.
And then power.
And then she's a
plus
power 8.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, you only need it to be 1 for it to be pretty good.
Yeah. And your crowd meter 1, that's another 10 for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's also you just double bonus because crowd meter bonus too. All right, we got impact drop. Good. Cosmic Dinosaur Bender. This is very funny because you and I both ran one of this line in one of our decks.
We didn't talk about it. How
we did not even talk about it either. That's funny as hell. And running it on the grapple is, of course, very smart of you because it can't be stopped by alien or anything, and
Yes.
she's weak as hell with grapples. And
And
choose
so,
a
yeah.
follow up. Choose a follow up
So
sub.
we could
So
get all
get rid of
these
stuff.
strikes that are really strong. Yeah, playing the grapples to open up the strikes because
Yeah.
So yeah. So 8 and 11, both trying to recur your grapples that are going to rip their hand.
Mm-hmm.
5, 20, 23, all hand destruction. And so 17, I was saying you can kind of choose which way you want to go. Do you want to play more defensive and play take the shot and pick up or stack one of the cards they've stopped, or just keep going complete asshole and run the gut wrench power bomb
and just keep random discard.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Iris, the Piglet special, the Irish Spinebreaker.
Yeah, the Irish Spinebreaker. Yeah, you're not getting rid of all their subs, but you're getting to look at their hand and getting rid of a follow-up. And,
so
you may get to look at their hand and realize, oh, they don't have any grapple stops, so I could just throw this finished grapple next turn. And as we saw this past Sunday, just because you hit the press slam and get the +3 doesn't automatically mean that you get the next turn. So.
Yeah. I after playing this card in my Noah the Boa deck at the old school CAC, I realized when of course you have to be hella protected on subs, right, to run this. I like this instead of just going all in on press slam. Of course, press slam you rip a large part of your hand and you get the bonus, but this is also you can fuck any card in their hand. You can get rid of a stop, you can get rid of a finish, you can't stop. Just get it out.
I mean, it's also if you're hitting them with the press slam, a lot of times you're opening yourself up to spectacles the next turn.
That's true. If you hit a bunch of them.
So yeah. The Irish.
We would only do this on I don't either, truthfully, and I only do this on characters where you have this faceplate pile driver where this is always going to be on.
Yep.
Unless they take monumental ways to turn off your =8, either with a spinning thrust kick or a lower your skill kind of thing.
Yep.
And then you have Butterflying Brainbuster, so Tiger Driver with extra steps with a plus power. Yep. Not the size of the dick and the dog at 26. Crash Landing, which
3 to the 7, 2 to the 10.
I know the 2 to the 10 had to kill you, right? You just had to take what you could get.
Yeah.
It's just this is still the best grapple that we can get for Wrestling Revolver.
I mean, both of them gave her an overkill, but I like having the extra 10 on the 3 to that.
I did mind I was looking at all the Wrestling Revolver finishes just because, see if there's anything I could swap in, and all of them were plus to grapple, even a little bit. I was like, this sucks for Killer Kelly. All right, so we have Snap Headlock, so just basic draw there.
Yep.
Big Body Block. Can we roll down a little bit, Dave, to get to the submissions? Big Body Block, because again, fuck APOC. Split Finger Lock to pick up one of those strong follow-ups. Anointed to blank gimmicks.
And because Chuck on the head.
Yeah, and because we get to slap Chuck on the forehead. Let me get that forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Knee in the ropes. Trio Woe, big fan. Back Rake. Neck Vise. Double Finger Lock, just as a draw, fuck it. Sharpshooter or plot
really
twist.
Care for either of the sub, like.
They are not good bonuses for her. I looked at that too.
If you're a fan of the plot twist, run the plot twist. If you just want to have, the sharpshooter, run the sharpshooter. You've got the 5 and the 20 to look at their hand to make sure, you're not running into a sweeping slam.
Right. Yeah. You are already looking at their hand a decent amount. Yeah, it seems fun. Somebody play this and give it a shot. I haven't actually. Here's the bitch of it. I haven't bought it yet, but now that I built this deck, I'm like, damn, I actually kind of want to build it and play it. See, this is where I'm cooked. He's going to get $40 from me. All right. Well, thank you, Trey. That is Killer Kelly of this one. This is her man's Myron Reed, and you want to pull up. So I of course have Pretty Pulse's Light Rip. His gimmick is when your opponent stops your lead, you may play another lead as an additional card this turn, and your next turn roll is +1. So kind of the opposite. Instead of board destruction, you're adding more to your board, and you get a +1. And
we had similar thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we have his is a little bit different because of his sub.
It is, but I'm just saying,
yeah.
Under the double stops, having the your 4 here. I'm seeing.
Let me tell y'all, there's a reason Trey and I are often in sync. It's because our Discord time spent together wrap up is frankly insane. I
built this deck after I got home last night from work.
And I built it
when I even put there. And then Drew was asleep the entire time I built it. So.
Yeah, and then I woke up and built this without looking at anything. So I have Volley of Strikes at 1 just because you'll see for a reason I wanted strong lead strikes or like stoppable lead strikes. And Volley of Strikes, he's a Poison Stars competitor. He's Agility 10, Strike 9. So if they want to play grapples into you, sure, go for it. Blank your own gimmick. What do we care? And a lot of times people will be so scared by Poison Stars that they will just throw the finished grapple in the discard pile or throw whatever grapple in the discard pile. So Volley of Strikes give you 2 10s. Turnbuckle Slams, Double Knee Buster, Double Stops, Flash of Lightning. Here's this thing, we're in sync. So another strong lead strike. Can't be stopped by skill requirement. He is Tech 8, but he can still be hit by Beg for Mercy. So that's why I was like, yeah, it can't be stopped by skill requirements. And look at your opponent's hand, discard a follow-up strike. So you can go and get rid of their grapple stop if they are strike 10 or if they have equal 8 or they're 19. And your finished grapple is really good. Soup and Sauce stops, Chop the Groin, Double Stops. Drawing Dimes on strike, just because, wanted a strong strike. Reverse Scoop Slam as your bread and butter. Just get a bunch of cards back in the deck after a board clear. Iconic Performance for Berry Protection because a bunch of fucking one tricks be running Berry. And also you get you get to be able to pick up one of those really strong leads that we talk about. Hit them where it hurts, same kind of thing. One a strong lead strike, blank your gimmick, pretty good. We have the Searcher on 11 for double throw to find out that grapple, Bridging Sleeper to get yourself some extra draw. Cosmic Sheep Elbow, of course. So here's where we start getting a little bit more fun. Drew's having a little bit of a hee-hee. Surprise Cutter on 14. So Surprise Cutter is a follow-up grapple, so it's hella protected on him. So this is something I was thinking about. I'm pulling up the full text of Surprise Cutter to make sure I have it correct. All right. So if any player played a stop card last turn, this card's also a lead. Keep in mind for his gimmick. If this is also a lead, say if they stop your lead grapple, you get to play. Oh, this is a lead follow-up grapple now. When this card's in your discard pile and your opponent stops the grapple, add this card to your hand. So you just have a recurable. just get this free follow-up grapple back anytime they stop any of your grapples. And then it's also a lead. So you get to play it if one of your leads gets stopped. So that's what I thought that was a little neat trick that he can do. All-American Sheep Army on your Tech 8, why not? Mounted Turnbuckle Punches as a recursion. American Dragon Drop, the classic. A little bit of removal on Final Dungeon Lock. I couldn't find too many places I wanted to fit it. Poison Stars, of course. Panics. I don't know why. I couldn't find Sealed. I guess I didn't find Sealed Away. I thought I typed in Sealed Away, but your flavor of draw, whether it is reveal or it really doesn't matter. Showboat on 22. I wanted a really strong strike, and a swing 6 is a pretty strong strike. Diving Takedown as a searcher just for your pretty good grapple finish. And Vicious Triple Suplex because it's a card that can't be removed, and it's also a lead. So say they stop your lead strike or your lead grapple or lead sub, your iconic performance. Well, okay, it's Crab Beater 1. I'm going to play this lead follow-up sub because it's also a lead on Crab Meter 1 or higher. So you could just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to run this out, and you can't remove it. And then you just have that just sitting there. That I thought was a neat little trick with him. And then on 25 through 27, we just have the full gamut for, hey, I'm preparing for this for a tournament. Roaring Elbow to blank discard pile. Alpaca Slam to search for a grapple or your least protected, least protected so you can get your 20. And Freeze Don't Move for that if stopped nonsense. And the Strike Killer Super Kick. We have 7 to a 9, 9 to a 10. If your opponent stopped a lead strike this turn, this card is also a lead. So, if they use a big stop on that flash of lightning, that drawing dimes or whatever, you go, bam, lead finish super kick. Seems fun, right? That's why I have so many lead strike stops that are pretty fun.
I think I would swap 22 and 24 for that reason.
I wanted a very strong 22 that they would stop just in case. Realistically, you're going to be hitting the grapple because this grapple is 6 to a 9, 7 to a 9. On a Poison Stars character, you take that all day, and it's add 2 leads from discard pile to your hand. And finish sub, Cap and Crunch. This is another reason why we wanted the double stops. The sub is 6 to an 8 and +1 to your 5 for each lead you have in play, and that is uncapped. that is so that could just be 5 to a 12. But yeah, I think he's fun. I think he's got some viral moment for the memes. Yeah, I think he could be very fun. I encourage everyone who has him to try and build him. If you build him with that style, let me know. Like, I think it's going to be like I think these two are more fun than like 90% of the Wrestling Revolver characters. Like, seriously. Hi, Dave.
I have a question.
Sure.
I was very surprised with all the double counts as stops that neither of you on like 16, 17, 18 ran headbutt line, which is draw for each amount of stops. And
each other.
Recursion. Yeah, each other. Is there a reason for that, especially with the synergy there? And in one of my decks, if I built like this, I would at least have one of those on there with the amount of card draw. But I just wanted to hear your thoughts on that. I'll run back to the room.
Are you talking about is it the load chip for each stop and play? Is that what you're saying?
No, Headbutt is one of those original ones. It's
draw one for each lead, each other lead that you have.
And probably the reason why because I was looking for something like that. If I had if there was a card with like pouring it on text, is it that skill card? It's not pouring it on, but it's one of those skill cards that 10 to 12 that is
Something called the
just
crowd or something is what you're
yeah,
talking about.
I think this will loop back when we talk about the nerfs to savor the moment line because
yeah.
I think
It's also we are doing those because we get extra.
because I think people are going to find that you're going to see a lot more double stops in the meta now because of
People swapping to anointed.
that to anointed line, right? Like, so how can you synergize with that? And I think as a community, we need to be looking out for that. So I was curious because you both seem to be on that same track. Both of you used one of those gimmick blankers, and I just thought that's an interesting discussion to have. But I think in both your decks, I saw more of like Steel City and those lines.
Yeah.
But I do think there's other options out there that hit with the doubles. Okay, that's just I'm back to your show.
I would probably have more draw if I wasn't playing hand destruction on the grapples.
Yeah.
Those
And
would probably
as
turn
Bob
me
said,
more
it's
draw.
like, first of all, as you know, like 80% of decks get cooked by hand destruction, and also it's a reason why I have that iconic performance in there, and then I have, just in case they pull a discard, I have that recursion that just a couple other recursions, or if I can bury, and then that's why I have like the draw on cards that I want. Like, I don't know. It seems fun. Like, listen, this is an excellent segue into discussion of hand destruction. Actually, Bob, thank you. Let's see.
I'd love to hear Bob's thoughts on this one as well.
I hate the word "other" in it. So it should be for each such. It would be better for us to use them as that. Actually, correct and damn yeah, Nightmare King comment. Honestly, I was looking for like a 16 through 18 that was just the simple draw a card for each lead you have in play. But they only have the Throat Goat line, which is draw one for each lead your opponent.
So you can get the benefit from your opponent running the double stops, which I have actually done several times, and it's hilarious to be like, oh, you've got how many double stops in play?
Yeah.
Let me draw 7.
And if you want to take that gamble, go ahead. That's why I was like, yeah, we'll just go recursion. Yeah, I appreciate that, Bombada. And Babada, if you missed it, we each built one of the killer goats. Trey built Killer Kelly. I built Myron Reed. Some fun tricks in there. It's fun. And now segueing into the hand destruction conversation. An affront to God, actually. Just Doug. So, Trey, you have been saying from minute one how much you hate this competitor. Proceed.
The fact that he is random hand destruction for literally doing nothing. He literally sits there and does nothing. He doesn't have to hit a card. He doesn't have to roll a certain skill. It's just you sit there and do nothing, and he randomly destroys your hand if they don't have a playable card. Or if they have to play incorrectly because your gimmick is that strong. It's just ridiculous that they got this power level that it's random hand destruction when they have 4 or more cards in hand.
It's
you
straight.
Start the game with 3 and you win a turn roll. His gimmick is on. If you open up, 13, 20, finish sub and 27, you're playing your 27, or he's randomly going after your hand.
Ironically, it would have been more fair at the end of the game if it was random Barry. Like it
would be more fair if it didn't even have a limit on it. That way he could randomly kill himself by making you have no hand.
Yeah. If you just lose by count out. Yeah, this shit is.
It's ridiculous that he's this strong. Like the only what I had suggested is it needed to be like Lord of Dance. It needs to swing both ways.
That's why
I be something like this. That way, this Doug can't sit there and pass and bury. And have 10 cards in hand, and you only have 4.
That's why I think if there is an errata, which probably when it wins a lot, it probably will be. It needs to swap from your target to either player.
Or if the intent of the gimmick is he doesn't like getting to pass and bury, and your opponent just passing and burying, the gimmick should have made it a pigpen match.
Yeah, or you just have to
if you have a playable card in hand, you have to play it, and it swings both ways. And I guess we just need to make a printed stip for the pigpen match. That's essentially what he wants. Or, make it a steel cage match. Like,
Yeah,
there's ways to do that without this ridiculous hand destruction aspect.
Yeah, my inside sources from the denizens of Ohio is that this is all this fucking guy plays is hand destruction. So this is why
So he's just an asshole. If
yes,
you only find fun by making other people miserable, you are in fact an asshole.
Yeah, I heard inside sources from I think Origins that it was like, hey, we want all of these for this random tag tournament or whatever. He's the only one that, but because there are going to be new players, he was the only one to bring hand destruction. It was like, of course. It's like fuck it, and that's the of course thing that I heard from the denizens of Ohio. Is like, yeah, of course, fucking Doug brought hand destruction. That's what he does. That's all he fucking plays.
And on top of this just being a ridiculous gimmick, you have this finish right here that gives you plus 18 bonuses.
Yeah, this one
finish, it's got plus 18 bonuses.
This one has already caused issues. So the don't be a bitch. So very, at least I'll say funny name. You must make sure whoever you are playing against reads the full text of this finish. You must, because this card can be stopped by any finish stop. Because it is like it's a finish roll is +3. So normally when you get like a finish roll +3, it's like kind of like the bee sting where if they kick out, you fucking lose.
Yeah.
No, it was like pinfall. It was by pinfall even more. And this is just flat +3, but it can be stopped by anything. That doesn't make it too much better.
Strong hand destruction. And it's discard, so you're seeing what they don't have.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't worry. You can allegedly stop this 9 times. That's if your hand hasn't gotten ripped, because God forbid you have a lot of stops in your hand. No, you better play that fucking 20.
It's 9 times if your 13 through 15 are live.
Divisional reasons. Hell, it's like... if it's Worlds, that's the only reason you couldn't. Every weekly tournament's Underworld Plus, and there's hella Worlds. Names with everyone complaining. Listen, man, we both know a guy that used to be in your faction that wasn't reading this the full text of the card and got a couple people the other night.
I mean, the thing about this is this finish right here gets more stats than most people's finish entire package gets.
Yeah, entire characters.
Their entire characters don't get as much on a finish as this one finish right here.
Yeah, and people are playing this and saying, hey, finish strike, and not saying it can also be stopped by grapple and sub stops. Yeah, it's like this is the issue. Is like this is one of those things where unfortunately it's new and it has
it's new. It's not on the website. You can't see it anywhere.
Yeah, we literally we had to have someone get it from a mystery box to even get this fucking picture because that's how information is in this game. But this is Dave. I don't know if it was strictly you, right? It might have been because I talked to the devil and made him have the most awkward night at Rip and Ship Locals of all time.
Well, the reason it's a plus 18 bonuses on the finish roll is because it's a finish roll +3. So
it's +3
would go to an 8. So it's 3 on every skill.
Yeah, +3 to every skill is 6 times 3 is +18, Babada. Oh, you did beat Boss Online. That was also after he had already been pissed off that week. So you might have been the nail in the coffin if you actually want to view it that way. Oh my god.
But this is also it gets around Drew's mimic as well because it's plus to the finish roll. It's actually stronger than
Yeah, it also gets around Vacation Commish. It gets out of Mimic. It gets out of any of those kind of like survival characters. No, it isn't. Foreman, no. an acceptable character would be several changes. God, yeah. It's already going to cause it's already starting to cause problems from people not reading the full text of that strike finish. Now the other two finishes aren't that bad.
I mean, I
Like,
think the sub is solid. The grapple's not great. Because
yeah,
if they got
like-
no cards in hand, like
like
they're
they're
gonna probably. I mean, I guess it's random what they're getting rid of. So you may hit a finish as well on them, and then
yeah. That's no. This isn't random. To put it into play, you get to choose a card.
yeah,
so
no,
it
that's
can-
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
there's no telling what they actually still have in their hand.
Oh yeah, what they sub in their hand. Yeah, it could be like +2 to the 5 and then Tiger Driver kind of
Yep.
thing. Like it could be whatever or set you up. Bury or discard. That's the thing too. It's discard too. So it's just like, what the fuck. And then God forbid you get behind against this deck, and you finally get to four cards, and you have to randomly discard.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did Boss make Ronnie say the full finish out loud? Yeah, I heard that was a thing.
Like
Oh my
this
God.
gimmick is stronger than Jigsaw.
Yeah. I mean, this theoretically would probably gimmick. I don't know, because of the variety of Jigsaw.
The most successful Jigsaw build, this gimmick is stronger.
That's true. Yeah, it's also it's also not doesn't have to strictly be a bury or discard deck too, Zach. I mean, this only is like just come out, and it's like you can't even beat. Yeah, Jigsaw can't even beat Joe Lapuki, old Santa Hitler, as we all saw on Beatdown last night.
It was really interesting running Crime Doesn't Pay and Freeze Don't Move. That was a choice.
Yeah. Honestly, I never even saw his 27 when I saw him play it in like Monday or anything. So if I saw the Freeze Don't Move, I would have been like, "Hey, why are you doing that?" What are you gonna do? At least Possum actually hit the bonuses on that strike finish. I never hit that fucking bonus.
Yep.
All right, so one thing we were going to talk about is the change to savor the moment and that entire line. So it is. I've seen way less people run it. The savor the moment, it feels like. Now, granted, this happens every time a card or a character gets nerfed, right? People immediately just go like yee and just jump away from it, and they're like, all right, well, I'm going to do something else. And if they're still looking for a gimmick blanker, you've seen both Trey and I and Bob Dunn and several other people. We've transitioned to the leads in play blank line, and some people now may just forgo blanking entirely, and instead of that, they'll just pack an extra board destruction, which was the actual counter to gimmick blanking anyway.
I mean, it was the reason that we were running. I was running a lot of time double neck vice, is to, if I needed my gimmick back, I was able to pop the removal, or I was able to remove the gimmick blanker.
Yeah, if you have like one of those strong style gimmicks, and honestly, it was one of those reasons where I was thinking about playing more like gimmicks that were in deck construction, to where it doesn't matter that my gimmick's blank, or like the one time per use kind of thing.
Yep.
It's like Vic de Doom doesn't care, because he's like, all right, you're gonna hit Savor the Moment, okay, I'm gonna use my gimmick and then I'm blank kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those like one times per match. All right, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this gimmick. It doesn't matter.
I mean, that's the other thing Chuck's talking about here. Like, He had just printed the
Yeah.
stop line that is also removal. So if you don't have it in hand when you get your gimmick blank, you have the option to remove it then.
Yeah.
And plus, if you walk into it hitting double, you remove their lead, and then you get a follow-up in play.
Yeah.
You've got that, and then you also just the week prior made an entirely new line to punish people for running the gimmick blankers.
No, sir. We could keep that line entirely because it fucks over the refinery. It fucks over Night Terror. We can keep that perfectly fine.
I'm not saying that there's a problem with having that line. I'm saying you just released more counters for it, and then you're still double hitting it by nerfing the card as well.
Yeah. Same kind of thing, Bombada. One reason why, I had been thinking about playing our good friend New York Phenom again because it's like you can't blank him because it's gimmicks and deck construction kind of thing.
Same thing with Mr. playing Rock Newman.
Yeah, Mr. Bollywood playing Rock Newman he doesn't care. His finishes are gigantic. That's Rock Newman. But as we all know, this happens. Yeah, real beater. It's oh no. It only really sucks whenever they remove the arm bar or the kick in the case of donation. Then you're like, oh no. But then you have this follow-up finish that is always a follow-up.
Or, if they do remove or they do go into play and then you can't shuffle your deck after you pass and bury something.
Yeah. That it's more annoying than it is a killer. But this happens every cycle. When Peter Lionheart got nerfed, I was like, you realize that he's still good, right? And then at Grand Gathering in the Underworld tournament, I played Peter Lionheart, and shocker, a guy who still blanks your finishes at Crud Meter 1 or 0 and has the option to do it for higher if you run this Cosmic Power Potion, and also has fucking huge finishes and a Pan de Muerta on his sub. Still pretty good. And honestly, I might give it away. The character who I've been thinking about building him again. Yeah, as we just saw, my new Deep South. Sorry, Bob. New Deep South Tag Team Champion. That fucker hit that nerfed grapple. Just made it a circle.
That was, winning everything and the nerfed state all fucking weekend long.
That's true. He played it at that state at Southern Fried. Yeah, and I mentioned Peter Lionheart before Captain Con. I brought up the fact that Peter Lionheart, had him already pulled out. Is actually hella funny with this Lucha entrance that makes people re-roll their printed 10 because you hit this blank. Yeah, give my man his fucking prize for the 8th time. Come on. How many times do you have to request it? Probably another 10. Or just have you messaged boss about it?
No. I get stuff, but it's what do you want? I want this entrance. Okay. Well, you're not getting that entrance.
What I will tell you right now. If you actually have an issue with the order, just fucking tell the guy and he'll do it. And and that's why I have a little bit less sympathy for you because I've told everybody this. It's if you have an order that's messed up with Steve, tell him and he'll probably make it right.
It's actually just funny at this point.
Yeah, that's differently. Things are worded differently than what is printed. Well, here's the thing. It's been printed both ways, Cecilia. It was printed one way, and then it got misprinted as the way that people started playing it as, and so he just let it ride. And now he printed even more copies that are the correct ones. It's how it was that Savor the Moment, how it is now, is how it originally was supposed to be. And that's why it's okay. Yeah, it's also you gotta at a certain point, Bombada, you gotta stop trusting people reading the order and just tell the guy himself. You gotta tell Steve, man. It's that's my I have had because I play this game, I've had an order messed up, right? Like, you're not immune to it. Not a soul is. Even people who live in New York are like, yeah, they fucked up my order. But being a small business, just tell the guy.
Yep.
Like, it's not anything personal. He didn't do it on purpose. Maybe sometimes he does, but not to me that I've noticed. Just tell the guy and he'll try and fix it. And just say like, hey, this is the order number, or I won this. Please fix this. Dojo are like, for dojo stuff, I may have to like just start. I won this on blank. Please give it to me on like the date. Like, that's what, like, I might have to start keeping a log of what's going on. But you know, with dojo being on the same time as beatdown, who knows if I'll ever get to be on there. I gotta support the boys.
But I mean, going back to the savor the moment thing, I feel like after the nerf, you end up playing backwards. If I've got to follow up and play, I'm trying to hit a finish. I'm not trying to hit a lead to give me a plus to the next turn roll. Like, in open fields, I'm just not playing that way. If I was in a booked match and I was playing against Mimic, I'm going to have extra gimmick blankers in there. So, I probably will be trying to hit the second one to blank the gimmick before I hit the finish. But
and Zach is right. You don't always have the finish. Bob is replying to about Casey for sure. Shall never depart, especially after this past week. In Tag Hell on the rescue stream.
Those are ice crackers.
Boo. Boo. Ring that bell. That fucker's dead. Or, he's still alive, and God forbid my new Deep South Tag champion. Yeah, that
he's in World's Prison.
He's in World's Prison. For those who don't know, the team that was known for one night only as Korean barbecue has now been renamed as the Rice Crackers. So the team of Brian Lee and Paul Morrell is now the Rice Crackers. Just because Team Barbecue pisses me off after Southern Fried, because it was one of those things I wanted to just throw something at Paul. It is actually like, I can say this for a fact. I've known Paul for like 20 years. It is the only time I've ever been seriously angry with Paul. Like, legitimately, like, why the fuck would you do this? Like, that's the only time in 20 years I've been mad at the guy. That goes to show, like, how good of a friend he is, but it's also like, how dare you? Well, they can have multiple names, but for me, they're the Rice Crackers.
That was the thing. Paul walked up there and saw Brahmer's kid. He's like, I can't say this in front of the kid.
Ike!
And I was like, he has no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, the kid's not going to get it. It's like, it's 2 eaters and a beater. It's like, nobody cares. Yeah, man, we like to eat. My God. Yeah. Thinking about that just still makes me mad. It's nothing like, as someone who goes all into a bit, like, when someone preemptively ruins the bit that I haven't even gotten to like fuck around with, I get so mad, because it's like, I thought about this and it was so good, and then it just got deleted. It's like, how dare you? Oh my God. Yeah. The Rice Crackers. I'm trying to think if there's anything else big in the Super Show world that we missed. Which is funny, because I will say, for our not quite competition, but the other show on Wednesday nights, I am proud of Steve actually having somewhat of a fucking itinerary for Toto.
Yes.
Like, I still rely on Colby to watch and tell me what happens, but it's still. Also, Ron, I just see your see your post. I'm gonna have to watch that right after this. Actually, why don't we do that? Oh, Faction Wars. Yeah, that's what people want to hear me talk about is Faction Wars. Let's see. Pull up
No,
Faction
I'm
Wars.
sure Chuck's watching Toto on Wednesday nights is what's going to happen there, Colby. Not a chance.
Yeah. It's been a long round, but it's also we had Captain Con and stuff in the middle, so who cares? Like, I don't care. Dave, do you want to pull up Faction Wars scores, or I can? Yeah, it's been a bunch of close ones that we of course know about Think Tank because we were getting play-by-plays from Dave. It was very fun. We had beef mode, clutch it up. It was very funny having like one of Matthew's best friends, Billiam, exercise the the llama from the field. Like that, it's just like, listen, it's Super Show, baby. You could always find something to make it a little bit spicy, a little bit magical. Let's see. Oh yeah. After Totu tonight, we do have Mr. Cheat versus me. And honestly, Slamilton, I wanted to drop a promo, but I also didn't want to mention Mr. Cheat and Uranus quite too many times. Just like, because I feel like it would just be like a nasty promo, and I just didn't have the energy to do that. I just could not do it seriously. Because whenever I built Uranus, normally I was just doing. Yeah, my algorithm would be all fucked up, Bob. Yeah, it'd be real bad. Yeah, because like when I originally built Uranus, I was doing all of the suggestively named grapples, like once more with feeling, just stuff like that. That's honestly my algorithm's a lot of like cooking videos, dropout stuff, and whatever. All right, we have the big picture with a slim lead over the New World Order. In the middle, Brian Lee played the most amount of Super Show games of all time, apparently, the other day, is if you hear him listen to it, because he keeps bitching about it. Managed to go 3-3, so very few. Let's see. God damn it.
You know, there was a competitor he had to play against, so he had to think, you know.
Yeah, he had to think.
That's not his strong suit, so, you know.
This is it's also like Kirk, it's like Misos plays against this Evil Ed deck like every week, and he's still like, I had no idea how to do this. And it's like, you fucking, like, you're friends with Kirk Polka, just ask.
You want to focus on what's left or what's already been played or both?
We'll do.
We've probably got time for both.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. All right, so we got Split versus Funtime Bob. You got Old School Heartbreaker versus Jean Dre.
That
match
best of three will be the longest best of three, unless something.
This is the bad Piglet. You are going to be in that match for 3 hours. That's match 1. World Champ Man from IT versus Raw Raw Perry.
They probably need to go ahead and start playing that best of 3 if they want it to end before the end of Faction Wars.
Tornado L Super Sons versus Fashion Popos tag team. Gross. He said that score just updated. Was it you? Did you play somebody in Tornado Brimer, or was it somebody else? You want to give it a old refresh, Dave? It hasn't updated. I've been lied to. While that's true, he could still let him know. Yeah, Moxberg does it. Man, I have been given so much shit about SysG versus the Real Beater already.
I just want to say there's a lot of Brock Smith captain that still needs to play. Don't screw it up, buddy.
There is a decent amount of Brock Smith Raw parrying that has to happen. This is the our good friend Johnny Correa had to actually think about against Evil Ed the Cheesehead, so he didn't burn himself to death. God forbid he played a gimmick blanker. Zoe Sky, the Evilise whooped him. God damn it, the United States matchup. You're a tornado tagger. God damn that United States matchup. It makes me so mad. Wolf Guardian versus Ninja Hummingbird. This is the one that Brian Lee lost. And I asked him point blank, did you lose that finish sub? Because the finish sub is called Ode to Drew. Because Casey Ryan is a fucking insane person who didn't care about putting my real name on there. Whereas I cared to ask when I wanted to put Pate on a finish name. Defector beat Silva. Gary and I have talked about how good that deck is. Biggest man in all the land. Yeah, makes sense. Beat Brain Trust though. Apparently there was some captaining issues that may have happened, that he didn't know that trios was no DQ. Piglet said he beat he won a very long TLC match. Yeah, that makes sense. And then Heartbreaker took it over Fun Time Bob. Thunk Tunk clinched in an extremely close match against the Kongaholics, man. I know
Billiam was down, they were down 2 points, right? It was 15-16. And Billiam punched it up 2-0.
I was going to say, you could be into this for Dave. You're in the faction. Tell us what
it was very close the whole time. It kept going back and forth. Almost every match was like 2-1. We actually had a huge advantage because with just Billiam and my TLC match left, we were up 1 point. And then I got dice fucked in our TLC match, which is very hard to do with Joe Hendry against Llama. Like, I was 150% confident I was just going to dog walk through that match. But that put us down 1. So with the only 2 Billiam matches left, we were down 1. If he won both, we won. If it went 2-1, then we would have a tiebreaker nightmare scenario. And if they won 2-0, then we would have lost. Or if they won 2-1, we would have lost. And he went 2-0 and finished it off. And it was amazing. Too much fanfare. But, and again, that Super Show, like, I cannot believe I lost that match. Like, I was like, he's not even going to have to play. Piece of cake.
It happens, bro.
It happens.
Yeah, that absolutely happens all the time. Like, you could be, like, supremely confident and then just wham, just wiped off the face
advantage. TLC, the way Joe Hendry works in a TLC match is, I think, extremely strong with his. If you hit that grapple at any point, you basically win all turn rolls. And you're trying to push the grapple right away. And to get diced, they need to dice you and have the grapple, which, of course, is what happened. But, hey, that's the way it goes.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Let's see.
And like I said, lots of back and forth. And
Arcade Addict Aaron trying to drag Bob Dunn to hell is... This one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
He just keeps beating up my former teammates.
Like, longtime friend, guy who put him in the game. He tried to drag one of his few Florida locals left. Wanted to drag Bob Dunn to hell. Arcade Addict Aaron fucking killed it this round. It was so funny. I was like, oh no. Brian Lee did not want to see Arcade Addict there in the second round. I tell you what.
Yeah. Brian is probably the one that's most thankful that Thunk went through.
Yeah. This is my absolute fucking nightmare that a round of Faction Wars is going to be settled on a tag match. Terrifying. We had Firestarter taking down El Pinguino, which you try and beat the cheetah with Penguin. Like, what do we do? Like, you think that's actually going to happen? That's actually fitting. Match is happening tomorrow night. Refinery, not quite leader, but still a leader in the refinery. Italian Bombata says. Big Three takes it over leg. Snake Pit. Bombata finally figured out what Lucha Snake Pit's gimmick does. Took it over Johnny T. Johnny LD showed up big time to try and clutch it up for DWO as Big Bad Bobby D. Notoriously bad. This, no, Brian. I'm saying actual nightmare scenario for me. Like this. Like God bless you. I wish you luck. Like this is like I could not. Like as much as I hate tag, and if I found myself in that match, like bless up to you, buddy. Like take a chill puff before it. This. Oh no! This is terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. EC3 versus, let's see, Shane Hurricane Helms. EC3 getting beat 2-0 is crazy, I think. Bronsberg versus Razor Blade. Sean Loeb again. Razor Blade really good. Because he doesn't have to throw strikes. Then we have Kobe the Kid. Kobe the Kid real good because he doesn't care if his stuff's getting buried. Sheep of the Era taking down the Hallow King. Sheep of the Era, very good. Lisa
finishes with his logo.
Yeah. Still the funniest thing that this is the flip 4 when stopped Lisa Lugnot. So this is the hella fast Lisa Lugnot taking it 2-1. We have, of course, Mortal Brick Brothers going to brick in the hands of Sean Loeb, killer, and Johnny LD took the TLC, and then we had Sheep of the Era doing Sheep of the Era things. Right. God bless, good luck to everyone in that tag match. Star Maker versus the higher class.
Here is what it looks like.
Now this is a both sides issue, as I know from inside sources. Like this is a both sides. Like, yeah. We got Tartan Terror versus Mimic. Chuck playing Mimic for like the second time against Tartan Terror. No, he never asked. But I've given it on this fucking show. So, and he's played against it like 47 times. So he has a decent memory.
I just know when he takes your deck list, he seems to perform poorly.
That's true. That's true. He needs to make it his own. So he for sure will have Daredevil Dive instead of Catch Twist Kick. Snake Pit versus Ricky Riot. I think Colby Cram is going to be playing him today, actually, from what I saw. We have Funtime Bob playing against Split. Let's see. Evie playing against James Booker in Old School. That may be a substitution. I don't think it's Sam. I think it's now Chris Tapley versus the Grump. Then it is Larry and Ron, Tartan Terror and Rosa versus Ricky Riot and Pretty Hair Piercer. TLC, Big Rig Daddy Dig versus Colt Cabana, Boom Boom. And then it'll be Chris Tapley versus James Booker as the High Roller. Slime Girl versus John P. came out waving the flag for the higher class with a quick 4 points. Funtime Bob playing as the higher class. Also, Funtime Bob playing trios is something you just never see. Eddie Fury taking over Underworld champion Matt Pineapple Pretty Hair Piercer deck. And then goddamn Gray Matter is just apparently the biggest wagon. Bob, why don't you play this fucking competitor? Look at Pride just destroying people with Gray Matter.
Has he lost in Tornado yet?
No! And he played hella matches. It just came out and just waxed Chuck.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Baroner Patrol just taking out the line. Not even all the games needed to be played. We had
Jeremy was talking about that Sunday and said he was the only one that showed up for his team.
That's fucking funny to hear from Jeremy. Of course, yeah, it makes sense. Jeremy playing the family, pretty good. New York Phenom killing it on Baby Chaos. Jonathan Thu winning with Zack Sabre Jr. We have New York Phenom again winning as Lucha Hombre. And Sam Stanton winning as quadruple H over Mad Custodian's Original Executioner, a deck that I've played quite literally hundreds of times. I feel like because he played that all the time when I first started. Star Destroyers versus Duo Decimal System. Duo Decimal System is such a solid tornado, man.
Yep.
It's really good. God damn it. Press 1P, Ronnie Roms, taking down a guy who literally only plays King Kong Dundee. And I feel like he's been book matched against so many times, he should really try and do something else. Stillberg winning is not a shock. Again, Jeremy fucking killed it. I had all of
it. Might be good with that competitor.
Might be good. And I heard this straight from the enforcer's mouth. Larry Beadnell was quick to tell me he fucking waxed people in Faction Wars this round. Yeah. He won Intergalactic and the tag team match, which is pretty good considering he was looking for the competitor after the draft.
Yes.
from us. TLC match. Ronnie Rom's got the TLC match. Yeah, you figure the table guy is good in a TLC match.
Crazy.
Yeah, might be decent. And then Jigsaw versus Mofa. Jigsaw is just fucking strong, boy. And then last up, Union versus BDSM. God damn you, Brian Ozempic, for making me say that. World Championship, me versus Mac Attack.
Bunch of assholes.
In which will be a really fucking miserable game. Gotta be. Dez the Destroyer versus Moxie. Me and Ranger Dangerfield, aka just the stat card Megasode, versus Mag Attack and KO Princess. TLC, Dez the Destroyer versus Franklin, Turtle Clark. BDSM, we had.
So BDSM needs 2 points to win, 1 point for a tie. Is that what I was looking at?
Looks like it. Yeah, it needs 1 point for a tie, 2 for a win. We have the Meeple taking down Allie in a revenge union match. Brandon, Mr. Soleil, taking down Jared Bridgewater. God bless you, Brandon. Listen, I've been telling people about this Ranger Dangerfield, man. 2-0. 2-0 over Franklin Turtle Clark. I'm telling you. It's got some gas. Lukewarm Stephen Houston over Stung. Tough break, Brandon. Tornado and Trios both went to BDSM. That is goddamned Kitty Corn. And then the Elite. 2 pretty good competitors. Kota Ibushi versus KO Princess. Kota Ibushi, real good. Dom got that one. BDSM, we have Corrugated Cardboard Villain versus Merlin Von Berlin. New guy Nick play the hell out of Merlin Von Berlin. And then we had Ms. Marigold versus the Meeple playing Candyman Dan. And the Meeple pulled it out. So, yeah. A couple close rounds. Good luck to the rest of the matches played. It's not easy, but just relax. Trust your dice. Try your best, man. That's the only advice I can give you, man.
Don't be 150% confident.
Don't be 150. Don't be overconfident.
We learned that in Olympics. We had someone that was very confident. And,
yeah, he talked quite a bit about it. Yeah. Dave, will you go to the Super Show discussion group and find the promo that Mr. Rumble posted? Because apparently pertains to me in Deep South Tag. So might as well do it while I'm on the air. Yeah. Because I am also for the Deep South. I am looking for Deep South tag teams. I would prefer ones that haven't had some shine before, and that's why I'm asking. Like, hey, let me know. Like anyone, because there aren't enough tag tournaments, or especially like strictly Deep South ones. So it's like I'm just looking for anything. Here we have Rumble service.
Hello, Super Show. You know, Dren, I'm hungry. I really feel like getting some takeout tonight. What about maybe some little bit of Asian cuisine, a little bit of Korean barbecue?
Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue.
They do takeout?
They do tag takeout.
So we must go take out some tag.
That's what I think. So, what kind of restaurant do you think this Korean barbecue is? Like, because I'm not exactly sure. Johnny Korea does the Korean barbecue.
He does Korean barbecue?
Yeah.
I heard Johnny Korea puts raisins in potato salad.
Oh, man. I just threw up in my mouth even thinking about that.
Ooh, golly. I threw up yesterday thinking about that today.
That's amazing. You know, his tag team partner, Pollywood, really doesn't want those belts anyway.
Does he do raisins in potato salad?
I mean, he might.
Because look, no proper tag team champions in the LFF should ever do raisins in potato salad. Especially if you're the Deep South tag team champions. So you know what? We're going to come take those belts off of you. Because one, we don't like Korean barbecue. This is the South. And two, we don't like raisins and potato salad. This is the South.
Believe that. Book us, Drew.
I'm sold. It's very funny, the raisins and potato salad thing, because as Ron Rumble knows, when we go to Pollywood's house, it's not raisins and potato salad. It's the bell pepper in the raw bell pepper in the sausage gravy that kills us. That's the one that we're like, nah, man. That's the shit that kills me. Yeah, this is definitely a cultural thing pertaining to the man's wife, and which Ron Rumble knows firsthand, which was even funnier. But yeah, listen, man, I will definitely keep that under advisement, and I don't have anybody else jumping out at me. And honestly, like y'all play together, and honestly, it might be fitting because you guys did get fucked over by 64-bit Casey in that tournament. That is something that I just remembered. You guys did get hit by the lead finish. Piglet had not even finished setting up his stuff by the time that match was over.
Bron's like, I got it.
Oh my god. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, actually, I want that match. That's so we'll get y'all set up, and and we gotta get that match set up. I want that now that I remembered that, because in my head it's like, that's fucked up of Casey, of 64-bit Casey, to do that to those guys. I'm fine with this. Let's go. Book it. Rice cracker / Korean barbecue versus a Rumble service. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And now, let's see. I'm getting messaged by God knows what. Let's see. Oh, it's Schmidt asking me about my title match tonight. All right, guys. It has been fun. We did some deck tech talk. We did some overview of big events. What if...
Well, at least it's not a -6 to their 10 and -4 whatever else.
It's now just a straight finish. It's like it could still be that, but it's not. It's still like no bonuses. It's basically if he were running Handshake of Doom. I mean, I could try and kill time if we want. If we want to try it. So I'm trying to think of any big stories in the news or anything that happened recently. BCW. Let's talk.
You're muted still.
I think he's just showing off the belt.
Oh, okay.
He's really just showing off the belt. Do you have the Apex one to show off?
I haven't finished the strap yet. You can see it strapless, but I like to modify belts. I'll go get it. But here, this. Look at these side plates. They're shiny. They're beer. For Beer City. Beer City. Let me give it out for all the wrestling fans. So this is based on the old, before it was on TV, ECW. And they used to have Pennsylvania, but we got the Great Lakes, and we got our little location right here, and we got little cards, and this was custom made, and it is gorgeous.
It does look really sick, actually.
Somebody Saturday is winning that at locals. So if you're in the Michigan area, swing by Grand Rapids. I'll run a bunch of stuff. I always have extra prize support. I bring Box Done. If you need cards, Box Done will be there.
Box Done.
I will go grab the Apex belt. It's not quite finished, but
my God.
The TVO belt probably looks like it's somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah, I was about to say. You tell me, Possum. When stack card
Possum
from
made Possum made the customizations to it, and then Chuck won it and lost it.
Yeah, that son of a bitch, Chuck, man. We might just have to strip him, honestly, and come up with a new belt. He deserves it. After losing my fucking belt in Ohio. Of all the places, too. Nah, BCW is now Beer City Championship. Ah, there we go. There's my baby.
Also very shiny. Very cool.
Incredibly shiny.
They come up off. There's these little cool globe, but too shiny. But it's a big belt. Look at that sucker.
That is a very big belt.
That is a very big belt. I can see why you're asking about who you can hand it off to for shipping.
So it's got the big picture premium and the SRG, and it says Beatdown. And it's pretty.
Apex. I'm not
Possum,
the
maybe you should have won last night.
Yeah, if Possum would have just won, he might have been able to play for this thing soon.
Did you hear the announcement at the end of the show too?
I did.
So you're gonna have to have a match and hopefully still have that beautiful belt by the time that #1 contender tournament finishes.
Yeah, it's SRG Boss versus Corey Pickney.
Yep, the winner to play you.
Quite literally, maybe like the first time I've ever seen Corey play online. If that match is televised,
it will be televised, but that is a unique thing about Beatdown. Not everything is going to be live. So
listen, as long as it's put on some stream whatsoever, yes. It doesn't have to be live. It could be pre-recorded.
And the match will be pre-recorded, but the commentary is going to be live. So please tune in and comment, and Brock will guide you through it because he'll be seeing it for the first time as well.
Oh, that's going to be funny, actually.
Which if I may, I would like to give Brock Smith a round of applause. He really knocked it out of the park yesterday. So it's going to be a great show, and it's really on the back of the goat. So
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I wasn't able to be like I was able to listen to it at work. I will say, Sam. Don't you ever fucking bring Winning Ticket on my program again. I hate Winning Ticket so much. It's not even really a John Pulverino thing. It's just that it makes the game so much longer for very little benefit. It's just like that
50 gimmick triggers, 2 hits, baby.
It got fucking Rising Sun would have got the. It's like anything would have got the job done, bro. Like I feel like there were 50 gimmick triggers and maybe 8 hits.
Sam Stan kept the influencer off Beatdown. He is top tier right now, so we are. We are in good. I don't care what competitor you run. I will say in the future, matches may be agented based on competitor choice.
Yeah. So that was the only thing. It was like, but the good thing is I was hearing about it and people were watching. So that was the good thing.
So no showing up with Heartbreaker or Giandre is probably what he's saying.
Yeah, for real. Like, listen, if someone brings up like just the stall characters, at least my Mimic matches went faster than that. And the only matches that may go longer are my La Phoenix matches. And that's because I just try and luck sack a crowd meter 4 victory. Oh my God. Yeah. I had fun, of course, seeing Loudmouth made me just incredibly happy. So I was over the moon seeing him and getting to hear him and Possum King go at it. But then it's like, oh, I like Sam. I like Influencer. Who we got? Super Hombre. Okay, he doesn't. Super Hombre, Influencer, under the weather, playing under duress. Doesn't know what his fucking gimmick was. Was getting Sam was getting a little behind because he was getting 2 parts of the same gimmick of an ore gimmick. And then we had a roll grapple. What is it? A strike. Cool. Roll sub. What is it? A grapple. Cool. Just for the next half an hour. Oh my god. Yeah. But that's really my my soapbox. Like, and this is somebody who's beaten. It may have been slightly personal because John P. once talked a little bit of smack about Competitor of the Year Spencer Vance, and he was playing Winning Ticket, and we played in a tournament against each other, and I fucking killed him. I fucking smacked him.
Choosing to run the champion of Kickstarter instead of blanking a finish is a choice.
Oh yeah, that was also the thing too. Is he had to run champion of Kickstarter and not try and blank like one of the best wombo combos out there. Oh my god, yeah. So it may be a little bit personal just because I saw I see Winning Ticket. I think John P. and just think about that guy. It's like that comp sucks. Or maybe that guy sucks. No, I'll never forget that. Just watching him pull out champion to Kickstarter, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking kill this guy, just because it was like, I'm going to hit you with this combo, and you are going to be very upset. Yeah, the finishes are fine. Like the reroll on the botch with double the bonuses is actually really cool, and the winner Rooney is neat. I think it's solid. Yeah, and that's fine. I just hate that gimmick because it takes too long. Like, and honestly, there's a reason I don't even play my own competitor that often. It could just make the game a little bit longer. Yeah. Horse, like when I told you, it was like, guess what? John P. ran against me. We just have a big old hearty chuckle about that, and it's like, yeah, he had to aggressively stop one of my cards, so I just picked up that finish and killed him with it. Just so funny. Yeah, I am trying to waste as much fucking time as possible just so I can help out Brian Schmidt. Do you know how annoying this is?
We can play the Stacked Booty video.
Oh, that's right.
We've got outro videos now.
We do have outro videos. Brian Schmidt, turn on your fucking stream.
Okay, we will play Stacked Booty on repeat until the SRG stream starts. Does anyone have anything else they want to add before we go?
I'm good. It is hilarious that this is just now our repeating outro. And I was about to say, he loved it seeing it last night or the other night. He was like, I've never seen this before. This is awesome. Of course it is. It's just Steve seeing ass. So the opening was not different. We could play the song, I guess.
Sure, I'll play the song again, and then we will load into looping stacked buns.
Stacked buns. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. I'll get that ready. I would say my piece. Don't forget to support your local indie wrestling unless it's Myron Reed, and support the best streaming on Super Show on the planet in Big Picture Premium. Sign off, my friends.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody. Wish me luck in my title match that I will lose tonight. After Totu, I get to play Uranus against Mr. Cheat, Hallow King.
We will definitely not have 14 cards in hand.
Hey, there's supposed to be a ref, and I was like, you need a ref against the Hallow King? Against Mr. Cheat himself? No, we're just gonna it's gonna be fun. I am going to need to be very aware of the entire thing of what is happening. I can't get thrown off.
If it goes more than 5 minutes, Mr. Cheat will be very entertaining.
Oh, it'll go longer than 5 minutes. I may get waxed, so that's my thing. I'll probably just get waxed. All right. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you in about 2 weeks. I have no earthly idea of what we're going to be talking about then, but we will figure it out.
So we come to Stack Card with real beaters, and Constellation Star.
Cranking hog.
We come to Stack Card with real beaters and Constellation Star.
Look at this ass, isn't it fat? Wouldn't you say Trey's in love with that? Look at this shake, look at that sway. Gravity's losing a fight today. Up that ass crack, where that thong at? Why Starbreaker always playing with that? Oh, chalky and thick, can't catch this that Stack Card ass. Something's amiss while you post this. My family game, oh that booty insane. Why this graphic gets so damn thick? Why you do this Brian Schmidt? Enough about that. And draws in that bread. Give me two of them buns and that Monterey Jack. Look at this ass, isn't it fat? Wouldn't you say Trey's in love with that? Look at this shake, look at that sway. Gravity's losing a fight today. Up that ass crack, where that thong at? Why Starbreaker always playing with that? Oh, chalky and thick, can't catch this that Stack Card ass. Something's amiss while you post this. My family game, oh that booty insane. Why this graphic gets so damn thick? Why you do this Brian Schmidt? Enough about that. And draws in that bread. Give me two Monterey